What's up, guys? We're here to talk about the championship game between Alabama and Georgia, and we're going to give our thoughts, opinions, and our prediction of the score.
So, guys, I'm going to be taking Georgia in this game for many obvious reasons. First reason is Georgia's offense. Georgia is being led by Jake. He's a badass player, if you ask me. He's playing like he's been there for a while. They have two monster running backs that I feel like they can possibly run all over Bama's defense. I could be wrong because Bama's defense is pretty strong, but I don't see Bama stopping Georgia. I honestly don't. On the other hand, Bama's offense is led by one player. Best runner on their team. He can throw, but he doesn't have receivers. I believe they can catch the ball. Sometimes Jalen's also really young to where he doesn't see coverage as well as he should. He doesn't complete all the passes that he should, and I feel like that's why Georgia's going to come out on top on this game. The only way Bama can win is their coach. Nick Saban can bring out something from his ass, have something up his sleeve. That's the only way I feel like they can win. Both teams are both coming off of, a week?
Yeah.
A week turnaround. Both coaches are complaining about it. Okay, blah. Head coach for Georgia, he should be an assistant coach for Bama. You can't tell me he didn't bring stuff that he learned from Bama to Georgia. He did. Everybody knows that. And if it's not this year, it's going to be next year. It's going to be next year. They're eventually going to become a powerhouse team that people look at and say, damn, they're going to be the next Bama, is what I'm trying to say, is what my opinion is. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't know how y'all going to feel about it. That's just my opinion. I'm sure y'all can see who he's going to be going for. Georgia. I honestly feel like Jake and Nick Chubb, not you, Chubb, are going to put the team on their backs. The defense is going to do good. I mean, their defense I wouldn't say stop Baker, but they were doing so much to where Oklahoma kind of had to say, okay, step back and realize that they were stopping plays that no other team would stop with them. And for example, the overtime. I'm not gonna get into that. It's gonna upset me. I feel like OU should have won easy in overtime. Coach didn't trust Baker with the ball in his hands. That's another video if we want to talk about it. That's something else. That's a whole nother shindig that's going on. But with that being said, I honestly feel like Georgia can take this game.
My opinion, I have Georgia taking it because, as he said, Alabama revolves around one person, that's Jalen Hurts. If you stop Jalen Hurts, you're winning the championship, no matter what. Alabama's defense, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the two running backs for Georgia. They're way too good, and it's going to be a game of who's going to get positive field. And I feel like Georgia's kickers are more set, and they're going to put Alabama in bad situations with being on the field.
Yeah, I also feel like it's a game of not inches, but who can get the deep ball, who can make a turnover, who can capitalize on a turnover, who can get momentum with them, who can, like I said before, Jalen can do that. It's just if Georgia's defense is smart enough, just keep your eyes on them like they did Baker Mayfield, they might have a chance. They might have a chance to take it all. We were talking earlier about it too, about field position. It's all about field position, like he just said too. If one punter can punt it inside the 10, another punter shanks it, and that's all it is. It's all going to be about the little things, the fine detail. It's going to be a true game of every special teams, defense, offense. Everything's going to have to come into play, just like they teach you when you're younger, all the way to where they're at now. Even in the NFL, shake my head at the Cowboys, but we can't do that shit to save our lives. we can't. We get inside the 5-yard line. Do we run the ball?
Nope.
What do? We pass the ball for no apparent reason. We pass the ball to Dez Bryant, that's crying for the ball and can't even catch the ball. Once he gets the ball, fumbles the ball, gets the ball straight. That's another story. Like I said, I can go on and on about sports, but
now I was worried about Georgia's defense because in the Oklahoma game, they ran all over Georgia's defense the first half. but I don't think Bo Scarborough is as dominant as Oklahoma's running backs. Would you agree? I don't think
No.
he can. I don't think he can do what Oklahoma's running backs were doing to Georgia's defense. That's why I think it's just gonna revolve around Jalen Hurts. If you stop him, you're gonna win.
Everybody says he's the best runner on the team.
Yeah,
He's a better runner than
he is.
he's
And
badass.
Bo Scarborough was good, but I don't know. I don't think he has the eye to be a running back because he's trying to bounce it outside. When you're a big back like that, you don't take it outside. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta punch it up. You got 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1. You don't try to bounce it outside like that. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta lower your head down and
Like
you gotta
Nick
get in
Chubb.
there.
Nick Chubb is gonna tear up Alabama's defense. He is gonna do it. As soon as he gets past them, as soon as he gets past that, 2-3 yards, he's gone. Boy's kind of chubby. Honestly, he's kind of chubby. But once he gets past that boy got some jets that I have never seen before in my life. Never. What's that dude's name? The kicker with the little spectacles for Georgia.
I don't know.
That boy raw as hell too, man. He's gonna be kicking the ball. If Georgia drives the ball down the field, and they can't score off of it, you can really depend on him to make a field goal. Wherever they're out on the
Yeah.
field, that's what it might come down to a field goal. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess we'll see Monday.
I feel like Georgia will win in every aspect of the game. Easy. I honestly believe so. Simply because Alabama's defense is very good. Very, very good. But with Jake throwing the ball, with the running backs going, you got Chubb on the inside,
and you can
Mitchell
alternate
on the
them
outside.
all day. All day.
It's too much for them to handle. And they're too young. They faced injuries. That's why I believe Georgia will win every aspect of the game.
I don't even think the people that have what is their names? The linebackers that.
I don't know his name.
I don't even think they're back. They might be back. I don't know, but
He's
Georgia's offense is just too smart. They're young, they're hungry, and these are our opinions again. Y'all can think totally different, but if this isn't Georgia's year, next year's Georgia's year. The year after that's Georgia's year. The year after that's Georgia's year. That's all it comes down to. And Smart, man, he's a badass coach. Like I said before, coming from Alabama. He's gonna obviously if I was a coach at Alabama, went to Texas to coach, best believe I'm gonna take some stuff that I learned from Alabama. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and he was an assistant coach. That's all you do. You learn. You get your shot, and you shock the world. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is.
Alabama just isn't the same Alabama. Like, they're not the powerhouse anymore. They don't have the Mark Ingrams anymore, the Julio Jones. They just don't. They don't have that anymore. Nick Saban just doesn't have that team this year. And
Jalen's gonna do a lot for them. He's going to, but I honestly believe if Georgia stopped Baker Mayfield, they didn't stop Baker Mayfield. They slowed him down. They made the coaches not trust him in overtime.
they slowed him down enough to a point where they had to look at other options to try to win the game.
Yeah, and it sadly didn't work. But when you're not gonna put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hands in overtime, that's obviously because Georgia's defense proved something in regulation time to say, hey, you know what? We can't give the ball to Baker Mayfield. We can't make him make plays, which is I honestly feel was a stupid idea. They should have gave it to Baker Mayfield. But I guess we won't. Guess we'll see Monday who the winner is. Either this video is gonna be really right or the video is gonna be really wrong.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout by any means. I don't. It's gonna be like I said before. Who gets that big turnover? Who gets the better field position? Who wants it more? I feel like Bama has been there so many times to where they're like, okay, we're here again. There's nothing new.
Yeah.
And Georgia's hungry. That's all they are. But the score.
I got 24-28 Georgia.
Yeah, I say 28-31 Georgia. 28-31 Georgia, yeah. Field goal. I hope it's an interesting game. I hope it's back and forth, and boom, there's that one,
Yeah.
that one shot, that one turnover, that one interception, that
It'll
one
be
fumble.
momentum for sure. Whoever can keep momentum the longest. They're going to capitalize off of it, and they're either going to get a score, make a good play on D, get a sack, interception, something. It's going to be a game of momentum. Field position, it's pretty much the fundamentals. Alabama's going to have to, if they think they're going to win, they're going to have to come up and sneak it from Georgia, because I honestly don't think they're going to pull it out over Georgia.
But then again, we might be wrong. We might be totally wrong. It might be a blowout. Alabama might just take it to them. But like we said, we don't believe that's going to happen. I strongly believe in Jake. Just putting the team on his back, playing like he's 3-time NFL Pro Bowler. Honestly. But, we'll see on Monday.